Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race Season 14, Episode 10. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below what you thought about this episode, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Come join the Salmon Shower community. And without further ado, let's get this video started. Alright, so for today's video we are going to be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race Season 14, Episode 10. This was the Snatch Game, and yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. I actually do want to put out a preface before this. I do want to apologize for the video coming out much later than I would like to. I just got behind on it, and there's no excuse for that, and I apologize for that. But, moving forward, let's get into this review. I do want to make a declaration, a warning, heads up, I don't know, what you want to call it. I think this was one of the worst Snatch Games of all time. And I'm going to be very real with you guys. So if there are any queens here that you absolutely stand and you cannot stand to hear any negative opinions about them, I hear you and I respect that. These are all my own opinions. Again, feel free to leave a comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are, and we can have a discussion. But with that out of the way, let's get on into it. Obviously, the episode starts out with the queens walking back into the workroom after the non-elimination because Georges and Jasmine both were saved. And some of the queens are not feeling it, aka Diabetes. Diabetes is very much so not feeling this double save. And you know what? I gotta be real with you. I agree with Dia in this case. I do not think it was a double save worthy. Again, these are all my opinions. But I don't think it was fair to have a double save. I personally think Georges won that lip sync. I also think it was Jasmine's third time lip syncing for her life, right? And I do not think she should have survived the week. Again, let me know what you think down below. But that's my own perspective on it. Again, I get it, I guess. They're trying to make this season longer because obviously more drama, more stunts, more all the above. As you saw later with this episode, we have a giant stunt in this episode. So, of course, it makes sense. I understand why they did it. I'm just not necessarily the happiest that they did it. Because it is already mid-April, essentially. Well, it's not April. Mid-March. Wow, my brain is not working right now. But it's mid-March, right? And the season started January 6th, right? Today, as I am recording this, it is currently March 14th, right? Pi Day. Sure, it's Pi Day. So, it has been January to February it's been 2 months. 2 months so far, and we are still at a top 8, right? So, with this progress, and we still have the chocolate bar episode to include, right? It is probably not going to end until mid to late April. Because we also have a reunion and a finale, right? So, it is likely to not end until late April. So, with that all being said, this is a mess. This is a long season. Season 13 was long, and this feels even longer. And I don't know if that's just me. Let me know what you think down below. Am I being unnecessarily complaining? I don't know. From my perspective as a reviewer, I am getting slightly annoyed with this season. Again, I do love the queens. I don't have any issues with the queens on this season. My issue is with the production and the way that I feel like they are forcing this into be a longer season than it needs to be. And that sort of irritates me. Because as a reviewer, it's a lot. It's a lot. And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the season. Like I said, it's not my favorite. Anyways, wow, that was a long tangent. Do I have ADHD or what? Alright, so back to the episode. Obviously, they're all back in the workroom talking about it. Bosco has a win. Again, congratulations to Bosco on getting their second win. Personally, I do think Deja Sky should have won last week's episode. And obviously, she does end up winning this week's episode. So I think Deja Sky should have 2 wins at this point in the competition. Because for me, Deja Sky had the best runway of the week for the shoulder pads runway, and I also still think she had one of the best panel hosting positions, and I think Deja should have won that challenge. So again, congratulations, Bosco. I just personally probably would have given it to Deja. Anyways, that's that day in the workroom. We get into the new day in the workroom. Jasmine's talking. Video cuts are off. We get the mini challenge. Mini challenge is sponsored by Bubbly. Of course, it becomes this whole thing. Ooh, Bubbly fashion show. Work, work, work. Sure. So they have to make outfits out of bubble wrap and do quick drag. Again, it's a fun mini challenge. I will say it's very much a very clearly product placement. Obviously, it's sponsored the whole episode, basically. So, again, work. Obviously, excuse me. For the mini challenge, the winner does end up being Bosco. Again, so congratulations, Bosco, for winning the mini challenge. You had a cute look. It worked. Great job. So, when we get to this main challenge, we are doing the Snatch Game. I'm going to go ahead and jump to the actual Snatch Game, because I don't really feel like talking about this walkthrough and all the above, because I feel like y'all have probably seen a lot of reviews at this point, and I really want to get to my opinions on the Snatch Game, so we're doing that. So I'm going to go top row to bottom row. Top row. First, we have Lady Camden as William Shakespeare. I think this was a really cool idea. I think doing William Shakespeare could have been really fun. I think it could have worked really well. Again, as I've seen people saying online, no one really knows what William Shakespeare would have been like. So this could have been a really fun opportunity to really take it and run with it and just do some really cool shit as William Shakespeare. Again, there are plenty of conspiracy theories. Did William Shakespeare write all of their own works? Was William Shakespeare... There's a lot of conspiracies with William Shakespeare. You could have run with those. You could have done a super fun British... really enhance the British accent. I don't know. I also don't understand what the cleavage was about. I guess it was a drag version of William Shakespeare. But again, I don't know how I felt about that. Again, maybe that's just me. Let me know what you think down below. So for me, this was a boot. I did not enjoy it. Again, I love Lady Camden. I just did not enjoy this. Next, I'm going to be talking about Angie Paris Van Michaels, who did, of course, Tammy Brown. Alright, when it comes to Angie, I love Angie. I love Angie so much. One of my favorites this season. This Tammy Brown was pooped. It was bad. It wasn't good. And I apologize. I love Angie and I love Tammy. I feel like if you are going to do Tammy Brown, there are so many different quotes you can use. Come on, Teletubby, teleport us to Mars. I'm acting. You know, there's so many different isms that you can do with Tammy Brown. And I feel like Angie didn't necessarily do that. And she was relying a lot on this whole finger thing. And I was like, I love you, Angie. This is not Tammy Brown. I don't know what this is, but it's not Tammy Brown. I don't know what you're doing with this whole finger thing. I get it. You're nervous, but I feel like this is just so one note. It's just kind of like, boot. It's boot. If we are being real here, it is boot. Alright, next we get, of course, Jasmine Kennedy, who's doing Betsy DeVos. DeVos? Sure. I don't necessarily think Betsy DeVos has enough isms, enough, quote, memorable moments to make a funny Snatch Game character. I also don't necessarily think Jasmine knows Betsy DeVos well enough to do Betsy DeVos for a Snatch Game. Because you need to know the character so well that you can be that character and be in the moment and improv with Ru and volley back and forth with Ru and with your other contestants. That's how Snatch Game works. And I don't think Jasmine did a really great job with this. I think this was one of the worst of the night. Again, I understood what she was going for. I get it. Funny joke. Haha, Betsy DeVos. Sure. Was it funny though? No. Again, I am being very, very annoyed with the Snatch Game. Like, overall, the Snatch Game really, really frustrated me. But, with that being said, again, boot. All I'm going to say is boot, 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 boot. Alright. Finally, we have Georges, who is doing, obviously, Alana Glazer from Broad City. Alright. Georges, like, gorgeous. The wig, great. Great job with the wig. The rest of it, The rest of it. I love Georges. Again, I love Georges. No. No, this was not Lana Glacier. This did not fit the assignment. It didn't work. I'm sorry. I get she was going for the stoner vibes, and I guess Georges considers herself a stoner, as we saw later in this episode, but I don't necessarily think you know the character well enough to do the character. And Georges gives me very young drag queen vibes. Again, I'm not a professional drag queen by any means, but I feel like Georges was like, oh, there's stoner energy. Sure, let's run with it. And it didn't work. It didn't do what it needed to do. It was boot. Boot, 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 boot. Alright, now we get to the bottom row. We're only halfway through the Snatch Game and I am already... Alright, let's go. First we get Willow Pill as, of course, why am I blinking on her name? Wow, I'm blinking on her name. Drew Barrymore. Because it was so forgettable. Whoa, so forgettable. And I love Willow. Willow is probably my favorite queen in this competition at this point. This was so bad. So bad. I don't understand why I choose Drew Barrymore. I don't think she's memorable enough. And I don't think there's enough character to really run with it for a Snatch Game. And again, I love Willow. Willow's, like I said, amazing queen. This was boot. This was boot. It was boot. It was boot. It was bad, 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 bad. Again, not funny. No jokes landed. And I love you, Willow. Willow is one of my favorite queens. Boot. Boot. That's all I have to say is boot. Alright, next we get Deja Sky as Lil Jon. Or as RuPaul likes to say, Little John. I'm gonna keep that. Alright, RuPaul says Little John. Obviously, Lil Jon. This was good. It was very, very good. It was obviously a strong performance. It fit the assignment. I will say, I do think that Deja was helped by the fact that everyone else did such a shitty job at the Snatch Game. If Deja Sky were on any other season of Drag Race doing the Snatch Game as Lil Jon, I think she would have been safe. Safe at best. Well, no, safe. There's always a few flops in there. But, I think Deja really benefited from everyone else around her doing so bad. And because of that, it worked. And it was funny. It had some good moments. It was very good Lil Jon. It was a great Lil Jon. I enjoyed it. I thought she did a great job. Was it the best Snatch Game I've ever seen? No. By no means. Do I think she won? Sure. Definitely. Sure. But again, you are no Bob the Drag Queen. You are no Jinx Monsoon. You are no Ben de la Creme. You are no Bianca Del Rio. Those are the people I think of when I think Snatch Game. And let me just say, Deja, you are not one of those. But, again, really great job. Strong performance, strong character choice. It worked. It fit the assignment. Work. Alright. Wow, I'm being really... Alright, next we have Bosco, who is doing Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't personally know enough about Gwyneth Paltrow, but I thought it was okay. I thought it was decent. Was it good? No. Was I hoping for more from Bosco? Yes. Do I think this should have been safe? Maybe. I don't know. I understand why she was put in the bottom, because obviously it's a stunt. But I do think Bosco could have been safe. Again, let me know what you think down below. Am I being too nice for with Bosco? I don't know. But in terms of the bottoms, I don't think she was the worst of the bottoms. And I will give her that. Yeah, that's what I'll say. She wasn't the worst of the bottoms. Was she good? No. But was she the worst of the bottoms? No. That sounds fair. And finally we have Diabetti as, obviously, Ozzy Osbourne. I personally, again, don't know enough about Ozzy Osbourne. But, that being said, it was okay. Was it good? Meh. Was it bottom? Yeah, I'd agree. I could have seen her being safe. Again, maybe that's me not knowing enough about Ozzy Osbourne, but I could have seen Deja being safe. Again, let me know what you think down below in the comment section. But, again, that's the Snatch Game. Overall, that's what I have to say for Snatch Game. Alright, now we get to the runway. Obviously, the runway theme is holy bodies, worship, whatever you want to call it. Sure, let's get into it. First, we get Deja Sky, who is doing a Joan of Arc inspired look, I guess you could say. Was this good? No. Did it fit the assignment? Sure. In terms of the runways, one of the worst, if I'm being real with you all. Again, I hate the wig. Don't like the belt. Don't love the belt. I like the concept. I like the idea. I think it was a good idea. Do I think it could have been executed better? Sure. Was it the worst? Again, not necessarily. Let me know what you think down below. Alright. Next we get to the bottom 7. Alright, I don't know how I'm gonna go in order. Sure. Well, don't know what that was. First, let's go through the Snatch Game order. First, wow, I'm a mess right now. First, we get, obviously, wow, the Snatch Game was that forgettable. Oh, Lady Camden. Lady Camden, who's doing a Spice Girls inspired look. Boot. That's what I'll say is boot. I don't necessarily like this. I like the wig. The wig is cute. Obviously, Baby Spice. But was it necessarily Spice Girls? I'm gonna say boot. That's what I'm gonna say is boot. Boot, 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 boot. Alright. Wow, I feel mean. Alright, next, let's go ahead and talk about Angie. I like this. It did feel very pedestrian, but I enjoyed it. It was obvious reference, obvious perspective, very clear, very concise, very clean. It was very, very clean, very well put together. Was it a bit pedestrian to me? Yes. If you're on drag competition, I would love it elevated even more. Go bigger, go louder, go brighter, all the things. That being said, I did enjoy this runway. So, work. Alright, next, of course, we have, Jasmine Kennedy, who's doing the whole horoscope-inspired runway. I like the headpiece a lot. The headpiece was really cool. And I like the original dress, and I like the one it revealed to. Was it my favorite look? No. Was it safe? Sure. In terms of looks for the night, it was pretty high up there. Again, for Jasmine, this was one of my favorite looks from Jasmine. Yeah, it was okay. It was good. I didn't hate it. Yeah, it worked. It fit the assignment. Next, we get Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I actually really like this. Obviously, the whole concept worship weed. I get it. I thought it was cute. I thought it fit the assignment. I also just love Gorgeous. And I thought it was fun. Again, the giant joint was really campy. It fit the assignment. I liked this. I really, really like this. Honestly, it was one of my favorites of the night. It was very cohesive. It fit the assignment, in my opinion. Again, let me know what you think down below. Now we're going to go through the bottom rows, obviously. First we get Willow Pill, who is doing Worshipping Shrooms. I love this. I really, really, really like this. I thought it was a really cute look. For me, in terms of the worship category, I don't necessarily know where I would have gone with this, because I myself am not a religious person by any means. So I don't necessarily know where I would go with this. So I really enjoyed Willow's interpretation. I thought it was fun. I thought it fit the assignment in my perspective. And I thought she looked really great. I really liked this runway. I thought it was honestly one of the best of the night, if not the best. Category, that's up to interpretation. That's all I'm going to say on that. Then, of course, we get Deja. We have Bosco. Wow, I'm blanking on names right now. Bosco. Obviously revealed from a nun habit to, basically bra and panty. Again, I like the shoes. I like the cloven feet things. I thought that was cool. Was it the same thing as we got last week? Yes. And was it relying on the body? Yes. And did she get a critique for that? No. And I don't necessarily think that's fair. Where is the padding? Where is the hips? I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh with that. I like Bosco a lot. Bosco is one of my favorite queens in this competition. I like this. I will say I like this. I'm not going to give it a boot. I will give it a good score. Was it my favorite? No. But was it the worst? No. Alright, next we get Diabetes. Boot. Boot, boot, boot. Boot. You literally fell. You fell. You fell. And you didn't even make, like, it was a kind of okay recovery, but it wasn't what Lady Camden did. Lady Camden fell on purpose. But, yeah. I like the concept. I didn't like the dress, and I didn't like the shoes, and it was a boot. Alright, so, those are the runways, those are all the things. When it comes to placement, Deja Sky is announced as the winner of this week's challenge. Again, in my opinion, Deja Sky won by default, because the rest of them were boot, but Deja Sky did a decent job. So again, congratulations to Deja Sky, really great job. Obviously, I think she should have won last week as well. So in my perspective, she should have 2 wins at this point. But still, huge congratulations to Deja Sky for winning this week's challenge and the Snatch Game. Work. And then, obviously, RuPaul announces that everyone else is the bottom 7. But RuPaul then says, oh, well, I'm going to wait until next week and y'all are going to all have to lip sync against each other. Deja is going to be safe and we are going to have a lip sync Lollapalooza. Again, very much a la All-Stars 4. Except I don't think anyone's coming back. Hopefully no one's coming back at this point. Anyways, so obviously next week is a lip sync SmackDown to see who will go home, hopefully. And again, we still have the chocolate bar. So, again, this is technically episode 5 where no one goes home. And I'm a bit annoyed. So, what will I expect next week? Alright, there's a few queens that I'm nervous for. I'm nervous for Jasmine because Jasmine has been in the bottom 3 times and now this is her 4th time. And I would find it very hard to believe that she survives a 4th time in the bottom. Full T. And then also Daya, because Daya has already been eliminated and also lost 2 lip syncs already. So, Daya is definitely, I feel like, should be nervous. Again, we'll have to wait and see what the lip sync SmackDown is like next week. But that does bring me to the end of my review. Let me know what you thought about this episode down below in the comment section. Again, I'm trying not to be too harsh, just giving my own perspectives. Work. Also, I do want to say, if you are putting out any hate into this world on Twitter, Instagram, or any of the above, please do not follow me. I've seen some stuff online on Twitter. I'm not going to go into details, but if you are putting out any hate into this world, please do not follow me. That's all I'm going to say. Don't send hate to the queens. Don't put out hate on Twitter. It's not worth it. That's all I'm going to say. But that does bring me to the end of this. Like this video if you liked it, comment down below, share it on social media, follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at @SammonshareHour, and I'll be back here later with another video. Bye guys!